impossible for me to now love another human being,
Right.
especially an unbeliever,
Right.
if I'm sitting with a persuasion that says they have a sin nature, because sin is evil.
Yeah.
And so if I define who a person is by sin, then how can I possibly love them?
Mm-hmm.
And how can we say God loved the world while they were yet sinners if we say man had a sin nature?
Right.
Because now we're saying God loves sin. Because if we say man has a sin nature, we're saying that's who they are.
Yeah. Right.
That's what that word nature means.
Yeah.
It means intrinsic, like from Genesis. And so if that's really what man was, that would be the equivalent of saying God loves sin.
Mm.
This is why sometimes people get into me about, why do those details matter? You know?
Yeah.
And that's a huge detail.
Yes,
It's actually just a small shift. When I say that man didn't have a sin nature, I'm not saying man didn't partake of sin.
Right.
I'm not saying they weren't in bondage to sin.
Right.
I'm not saying they didn't need to be saved. I'm saying the way we've described the plight of man and what needed to happen makes it impossible for people to enter into the truth about who they are. Mm-hmm. And it makes it also impossible for people to love unbelievers. Yeah. Because they sit with the persuasion in them that says who they are is evil. Right. Now, we'll try to love them because we hear we're supposed to love. We'll try, but we won't love them with the God kind of love. We'll love them with I'm fulfilling the Great Commission kind of love. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, if the reason you preach the gospel to people or go ye is because of the Great Commission, that ain't love. That's right. That's you trying to fulfill some commandment. And so you see the people you're preaching to as a stepping stone to you doing what you're supposed to do to please God. That's right. And now the people become merchandise. They don't become the God kind.
Yes.
It's when you look at a human being, your mind and your emotions become overcome with, that's the God kind. That when they're away from God, God misses them. Yeah. That he feels like something is gone that should be with him. That he feels a longing for them. That's what God thinks about them. Man, let me tell them that. Mm-hmm. You see, that's a whole different story than, well, I've been commanded to go ye. And so, it's just the thing that we need to do. We all need to go ye. We all need,
Yeah.
I was